Hey everybody, welcome to this week's programming. Today we are going the week after the 4th, so we're going to have a lot of people either coming back or we're going to have a lot of people just leaving for vacation. That's cool. Go back and check last week's newsletters. You got a travel guide out for snacks to pack up so we can stay healthy while on the road. And then also got 75 workouts put into that newsletter, and I'll put them into this one too, just for everybody to have as a resource for while they're on vacation. If we'll get up early in the morning, go for a run, do some exercises, but it's 75 body weight workouts for you to have just as a resource, like I said, to work out while you're on vacation. This week we have some fun workouts. It's not going to be as hot this week. I was going to start adding in a couple of weightlifting days. I'm going to be watching the weather from here on out because if we have a week like we did the 4th, I didn't look at the weather, I didn't look at the heat. That's on me. We'll probably have 1 or 2 days of just strength training days. We'll make it EMOM style. That way you still get good breathing in while we're doing this, but it also slow down and let the intensity be a little lower. We can focus more on slow concentric movements or eccentric movements. And just have a good base of strength, and it just helps us to handle the heat a little bit more instead of just coming in and getting after it as we go, especially when it gets 100 degrees in that room. It gets hot. Anyways, Monday, we got 5 rounds for time and quality, but let's go for the quality side first. Then we can pick up on the time side later if you're really good at these movements. 5 rounds, you got 5 squat cleans, 185, 125. So we're going moderate heavy weight on this, possibly 65, 70, 75% of your 1 rep max clean, squat clean. You're going to do a 200-meter run out the door, and then we're going to do a pull-up complex, or it's going to do 7 toes to bar, 5 pull-ups, 3 bar muscle-ups. For the competitors, we'll do 5 chest-to-bar pull-ups. For RX, we'll do 3 bar muscle-ups. We can even do jumping bar muscle-ups into this, banding bar muscle-ups if you want to. Any way to get you better up and over that bar. This is going to be a fun workout. I think 5 squat cleans take roughly a minute. 200-meter run takes a minute. And if you do this complex pretty quickly, it's about a minute. So this right here is going to be a 15-minute, maybe less, maybe more. So maybe 13 to 21 minutes, depending on how good you are at this stuff. So it'll be a wide range, but we're going for quality time on this. We want every rep to be perfect. So it's 25 squat cleans. We want 25 perfect squat cleans. Go on the run, recover a little bit, then come back. 7 toes to bar, perfect toes to bar. Come down off the bar, rest. 5 pull-ups. You can do kipping pull-ups, you can do strict pull-ups, you can do butterfly pull-ups, whatever you want to do. Come down, rest, and then try to be 3 unbroken pull-ups, or maybe 3 singles on the muscle-ups. We're going for quality reps today. Tuesday, we got push press, doing 5, 5, 3, 3, 3, working up to a heavy set of 3. We're going to superset that with rope pull-ups. And I've already told Sergio for the AM classes, we're going to take a rope maybe through the rings or around the pull-up bars, but we're going to be using the squat racks for the push press. Squat racks for the push press. Then we'll take the ropes, we can put them through the rings, and we can do ring pull-ups, strict pull-ups using the ring. If we're going to work on our grip a little bit more, supersetting that with the upper body press. Then after that, we got very simple AMRAP 15 minutes, 10 push-ups, 15 ab mat sit-ups. We can scale those up to V-ups if we want to, or straight leg PVC pipe setups. Any variety that you want to do setups with, I am game. Don't limit yourself to just ab mat sit-ups. Make this challenging for yourself. We want this to be a core workout, not so much a rounds and reps style workout. Then you have 20 double unders. So this should be something that we move steady through. Even on push-ups, even if you got to start off with just 5 sets of 2, quick rest in between, roll over, do 15 sit-ups, grab your jump rope, 20 single unders. That right there should probably take you about a minute 15 to a minute 45 a round, times that by 15 minutes, or divide that by 15 minutes. You're getting a lot of rounds in. You get a lot of rounds, stay moving for 15 minutes. That's the goal. Wednesday, long partner workout again. We had fun last week with it. We're going to have fun this week with it. 1,500 for the guys, 1,200 meters for the ladies. Mix it up however you want to. Then you have 50 burpee box jump overs between you and your partner. You can go singles. You do one, I do one, coming back and forth, or follow the leader, or 2s and 3s, whichever way you want to do it. Divide it up, stay smooth, fast, efficient. Then you have 100 dumbbell shoulder to overhead. There's going to be 2 dumbbells pressing up overhead. With that, because I know here we got some upper body pressing, but this is the low reps the day before. and we got horizontal pushing here. We got a lot of pulling here. Now we're going to divide this pressing up, and I know you got burpee box jump overs. You're pushing on the floor on those a little bit, but then we have some, after you do your 100 dumbbell shouldered overheads here, 35, 20 pounds per two, and you have 50 box step overs with those dumbbells. So now we're going to have a static hold, farmer's kind of hold, stepping over those boxes. And you're going to start feeling fatigue in the back of the shoulders now, those rear delts, those traps, grip a little bit more with the lower body involved with that unilateral lower body movement, a lot of core control, just all overall great exercise. I love burpee box step overs. And then we're going to end on another 1,500, 1,200 meter row. This right here is going to take a considerable amount of time. Once again, if you partner up with somebody for speed, good quality reps. If you partner with somebody to have a great workout, just a nice steady pace throughout. You want your 1,500 or 1,200 meters in the beginning to almost match your 1,100 meters in the end. Maybe push a little bit harder in the end. That would be like the ultimate goal to finish that workout up. Thursday, then we're going to go over here to our front squat, back squat routine. We're going 2 plus 3, so 2 front squats plus 3 back squats. I know we had a couple of PRs last week on front squats. We're going to continue building on that this week. And hopefully we're starting to get close to that 85, 90% if you already hadn't hit a new PR, and continue to get closer and closer because we still have, 3 weeks left of this. Once we get done with this back squat, we're going to continue our routine of a barbell cycle workout. This time we're going to go with Isabel, long Isabel, almost kind of like similar to what we did in 2013, 2014, 2012. It's a long snatch EMOM. You got 30 power snatches. We're going to have RX 95, 65. Then you have 20 power snatches. And we might change this to 30 after I test it out. So I got 30, 20, 10 on here on the board, but after I test this, it might go 30, 30, 30. We got 95, 65. Then we're going to go up in weight, 115, 75. Then we're going to end on 135, 95. And for this person here, this last weight should probably be around 70% or less of your 1 rep max snatch. Now, if you're really good at snatching, you have great technique, you have great capacity, you've been doing this for a while, we can push up and we can get closer to that 80, 85% range of your 1 rep max. But if you're new and you're still struggling with the movement, stay light, stay efficient. Remember, mechanics, consistency, then intensity comes around, especially for these style of workouts. We want all 60 reps or 90 to look the exact same. If you can make that happen with the 95-pound bar and the last bar, no, regardless of the weight, now we're getting somewhere in that consistent mechanics and consistency part, and then we can start building on the intensity part. Now, if you're really good at snatching, say you got a 225 snatch, 205 snatch, something like that, now we're going to work up. We're going to do our first set of 30 at 135, 95, and then we're going to go up to 185, 125. Then we go up to 205 and 135 for that workout. There's going to be real challenging. I'm probably going to have to do 135, 155, 185 to end on. And that'd be really close for me right now with a 185 snatch, that late into a workout fatigue. So I'm going to have to work with myself. I have prescribed weights up here, but I got to know myself. I got to be smart when it comes to this workout. Don't look at these weights and be like, I got to do that. What's your percentages? 35%, maybe, or less for the first one. Then get to that 45, 50% for the second one, and then get for that maybe that 60 to 70% for the third round. Just know where you are, focus on great technique first, then we build on intensity. Then Friday, we got a longer conditioning piece. We're gonna do a 30-minute EMOM, minutes 0 through 2. So the first 2 minutes, you're gonna do 4 rope climbs and then a 24 and 18 cal bike ride. And then you get to rest for the remainder of that time. And then you get another minute of rest. So we're going to keep the intensity super high. Then minutes 3 through 5, we're going to do 30 crossovers. And then we have 2 to 6 strict wall-facing handstand push-ups. Why did I put 2 to 6? Because we're all in different levels. Like myself, 2 of them is going to take me a long time. And that's going to be probably the same as somebody doing 6 of them in the class, and we'll probably have the same intensity, we'll probably have the same fatigue out of that. So just remember when you're doing this, that's why I got 2 to 6 wall-facing handstand push-ups. We're not stacking 3 ab mats up or anything like that. You get one at that, and that is it. We're not going above that because it doesn't help anybody. Then you're going to end on max crossovers in remaining time. So you'll do 30 crossovers, 2 to 6 wall facing strict handstand push-ups, and then whatever time's left in that 2 minutes, we're going to do max crossovers. Just working on some skill work, breathing work. We'll scale that down to just regular single unders. If you want to practice double unders, then practice double unders. Then you're going to do minutes 5 through 6, another minute of rest. So we're going to do a lot of work, short amount of time, rest, a lot of work, short amount of time, rest, and repeat that for 30 minutes. And then Saturday, we're going to do another hero workout, but this time we're going to add a little conditioning piece at the end. And this is going to be for individually, not as a team for Saturday. I know it's going to blow your mind, but everybody's going to do this workout together. So we're going to go with Omar. Omar is a fast-ish style workout, depending on who you are once again. Do 10 thrusters, 15 bar-facing thrusters, bar-facing burpees, 20 thrusters, 25 bar-facing burpees, then 30 thrusters, and then 35 bar-facing burpees. Then once you get done with that 35th bar-facing burpee, guess what? Out the door running 1 mile. So that's going to be for the RX and the competitors. It's going to be 95, 65 pounds. RX and competitors are both doing the same weight. There is no difference in this workout. And you're both taking off and doing a 1 mile run. For the fitness athlete, this is meant to be fast. I would recommend just using a barbell. I would try to do those 10, 20, 30s as deep as possible. Maybe try to be unbroken as much as possible. Getting great range of motion out of it, not halfway range of motion. We want full range of motion. Then doing the burpees. The burpees for fitness, maybe doing, 30, 40, maybe doing 75 burpees is too much. So maybe do 10 and 10, 20 and 20, 30 and 30. Then go out for either a 400, 600, or 800 meter run. You got to know your body. I don't know your body. I don't know how you feel. You can tell me how you feel, and I can assume I kind of know where you're at, whether you're at a level a 7 or a 9 out of 1 out of 10 being the worst thing, 10 being the worst thing in your life. But if you're really pushing and it's really tough on you, it's okay to go a little bit slower. If you can match the time of the RX and competitors. Say somebody finishes this whole thing right here in 14, let's say 15 minutes. Let's just say 15 minutes right off the bat. Say so it takes somebody 15 minutes and you do 10, 10, 20, 20, 30, 30, and you run 400 meters and it takes you 15 minutes and you both come in at the same time. And we look at your heart rates. And the competitor, the RX athlete, is at a heart rate of 172 and you're a heart rate of 177. Guess what? The intensity is the same. Your rep scheme is not the same, but your effort has been the same in that time domain. That's what we're trying to reach in this workout. So make sure that you understand your body, be honest with yourself, and find out where you can push yourself. Maybe 600 meters running to the curb and back here at the gym, that's going to make you walk. We don't want to do that. So maybe let's go 400 meters to the white dot and back without walking. That right there is success. That's a win. That's progressing forward. That's getting better. So if you got any questions about any of these workouts, hit me up. Always here to help out. See your names on the leaderboard. Check out this week's newsletters. Check out last week's newsletters if you're traveling for the nutrition snack pack and the 75 bodyweight workouts. And y'all have a great week.